everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Mickey Fent, and I'm coming to you guys today with a super easy recipe for baked sweet potatoes. Baked sweet potatoes is actually one of my favorite side dishes, and out of all the carbs, you know, rice, pasta, things like that, sweet potatoes are definitely my favorite. Not to mention the fact they're really good for you guys. They have a nice portion of vitamin A as well as beta carotene, which is what gives them that pretty orange color, which is all good for you, good for those eyes. So eat up. And one of the reasons why I like this recipe is because it's super easy. I know I say that, but it really is. You're talking to someone who sucks at making baked sweet potatoes. I don't know what it is, but I can never seem to get it right. I've tried cooking them in the oven. I've tried cooking them in the microwave. They never come out right. They're usually perfect on the outside, and once you start getting towards the middle, it's still rock solid. I can never seem to get that cooking time down. And then you guys know that sweet potatoes range in so many sizes. I've seen little bitty cute fingerling sweet potatoes. I've seen sweet potatoes about as big as my son's head. You never know, you know, what your exact cooking time is going to be, and sometimes it can become tedious because you're constantly checking it, and it just doesn't seem to be cooking all the way through to the center. Well, fear not. I actually went on Pinterest and was looking for a method to bake sweet potatoes because, again, I love them and my family loves them as well. And I found this little pin that said, you know, sweet potatoes perfect every time. So I looked at it. It looked simple enough. I tried it. Perfect. I have not made a crappy sweet potato since. I promise you guys that. So we're going to go ahead and get started. My oven's preheated to 350. Let go. Alrighty, let's go ahead and get started. Hands have been washed. Jewelry has been removed. I have about 5 pounds of sweet potatoes. These are kind of on the smaller side, but no worries. I have done sweet potatoes that were flipping huge, and this method works all the way around. So we just have some smaller potatoes here, and these have been washed and scrubbed. We're going to go ahead and get started. I have my 12-inch chef's knife here. Now, if you are not a professional, and actually I'm not either, but if you need a smaller knife, definitely do a smaller knife. I also have a large glass baking pan here. So what you guys are going to do is you're going to take your sweet potato, and you'll want to take your knife, and you're going to make a slit into the sweet potato. Now, you're not going all the way down. Kind of a shallow cut. Ladies, it helps if you got a man in the house to, you know, give him something to take his frustration out on. But my husband is playing Madden right now, so I'm on my own. See, not that deep of a cut, but you do want to put a cut into your potato right down the middle there. Once you have that cut on your potato, you'll want to set it in your baking dish. That slit actually helps you get the potato open with your fork because the skin just slides back. Alright, slit into that guy here. I've got, looks like about 5 more potatoes. So we're going to go ahead and get all these cut, and we'll move on to the next step. Alright guys, we've gotten slits in all of our sweet potatoes. As you can see, I had 3 stragglers. So I pulled out my small baking dish. Now, the next step is probably going to make some of you guys go, what? Because I know I did the same thing. But once you have your potatoes into the baking dish, what you're going to do is you're going to add water to your baking dish. And you only want it to come up maybe about 1/4 of the way. Then our next step, once you have your water in your baking dishes, you're going to take some heavy duty aluminum foil, and you're going to cover these bad boys. Make sure you get a nice tight seal all the way around. So we're going to cover that one. There we go. Nice and tight. Alright, once you have the foil on your baking dishes. We're going to go ahead and get these into the oven. Again, 350 degrees. That's been preheating. Since this time around I'm using smaller potatoes, I'm actually going to check back in on these in about 45 minutes. You got larger sweet potatoes, like I said, anything from football size, your kids' heads, your husband's head. You'll definitely want to let those go for an hour, maybe a little bit more. Alright, so we're going to check back on these in 45 minutes. And if they need to go a little longer, we'll let them go a little longer. But guys, this is it. Very simple to do. So we're going to get these in the oven, and I'll show you guys what they look like. Alrighty guys, 45 minutes has gone by. I've gotten my potatoes out of the oven. Be careful getting these out of the oven, guys, because remember that water is in there, and that water is now hot. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at our sweet taters. Alright, so you can see the steam coming off of those. And what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to test these. Give them a little nudgy poo. Ooh, squeeze that one a little too hard. Alright, guys. They appear to be cooked, but not as much as I would like. So, I'm going to throw these back in for another 20 minutes or so. And that'll get them good and soft. They're soft, but not as soft as I would like. They're still kind of firm. Alright guys, so we're going to get these back in the oven. Alrighty guys, another 20 minutes has gone by, so we have a total cooking time of 1 hour and 5 minutes. Let's go ahead and take a look at them now. Alright, these are my 3 stragglers. And here's our big container. Alright, and you take your tongs here, give them a little squeeze. Oh yeah, much better. Much better. They are good and soft. And then again, the cool thing about the slit that we cut in them earlier is that you just take your fork and pull that skin back, and that skin slides right back so you can get down in there with your fork. And if you like butter and cinnamon and nutmeg and all that good stuff down in your sweet tater, you can get it down in there easily without burning your fingers. Alrighty guys, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the foil back on these, and I'm just going to let them rest on the countertop. Let them cool down to the point where I can handle them so that I can get them packaged up. Alrighty guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe. If you want to check out some more cooking videos, hit me up. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.